we just did MagFest, right?
Give me a hypothetical.
Naturally, when you meet fans, you're gonna have one or two awkward encounters with fans.
Oh, I know what you're gonna talk about.
Oh, yeah, we just went to fucking MagFest.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about that? Well, I guess,
anyway, here's a hypothetical scenario that I thought of, and I just wanna suggest it to all of you, and react to it how you will. What'd you do if you got cornered by, like, a giant, like, mentally disabled person? They didn't talk, and all they did was, like, squawk at you.
Could you give me, like, the squawking sample?
Yeah, if they just went, like, ah! and then you were like, what? And then okay.
Does
and then,
he eat?
So eventually this interaction ends, right? And then what if after this interaction,
this is what I would be like. I'd be like,
no, there's more.
You haven't gotten to it.
I'd be like that.
How would you respond if after this interaction there was like a 15-paragraph articulately written Tumblr post about how much of a dickhead you are because you were rude to them?
That happened to me.
Did that actually not verbatim?
Retard, but yeah. No, one time I was like talking to a girl at MagFest. I'm still friends with her to this day, but I guess her friend like got pissed off with me like because at the time I was hitting on her. But then 3 years later, still friends. But she wrote a huge Tumblr post about how much of a cunt I was.
Speaking of actual people who aren't made
Wait,
up,
how I'd react to that? I would. What would you do, Corey, if that happened?
Yeah, how would you respond if this person was like made this big long post like I was looking
Corey
forward?
Spaz Kid was rude.
I was looking forward to meeting you all
I would
year.
I'd be like, first of all,
and then
you don't even know what you're talking about.
I'll admit I had a long flight, so I might have been a little bit out of it.
I was a little labored. I put my hand out, it might have squawked a tad, and Corey acted repulsed by me and spat on me.
Wait, that guy? Him? He writes the Tumblr post?
Yeah, it was squawking.
Yeah, squawking guy.
Listen, this is what I would say, and this is what I would say. First of all, I would be like, I was incredibly humble. I told him there was a sandwich below his feet, that there was a sandwich down there for him, and he bent down, and I was gone the next moment.
You scooped him up, you tried to lure him out, you tried to put a sandwich there, and you left?
Yes.
Why, does he eat the sandwich like a bug? Does he peck at it?
Yeah, this actually happened. I was on my way up to Aaron's room. This isn't a squawker story. This actually happened. And these two people had a purr fight in front of me.
Hold on.
What?
You say that like any of us know what the fuck that is.
They had a purr fight.
What is? I know you. What's a purr fight?
They were like, meow.
Oh, dude.
Gross.
They were hitting each other. This was a 26-year-old guy and a 28-year-old woman, and they were.
How'd you know their age?
They were taller than me, and they were having fucking mute fights.
They don't age. You don't get taller as you age. What do you mean? They're
100-year-old men are like 20 feet tall.
What, you cut them in half and you count their fucking rings going like a tree?
It's not a 13-year-old who's fucking had a growth spurt. Are you fucking kidding me? It's not a 6 foot. It was clearly a fucking adult. Yeah, a beard and the girl had a fucking beard. Fuck you.
You give specific ages.
I'm telling you right now, that wasn't a beard.
Corey, you look at the wrinkles on their face. That's better, okay? Don't judge people based on height.
Okay, go on. They were having a purr fight. Sorry.
They had cat
before I was rudely interrupted, they were having a murr fight. That's what it's called. Not a purr fight, a murr fight.
It's the same shit. You said they were going...
It's a purr murr fight. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Why are you defending it so hard, Corey?
Jeez, calm down there.
Corey, will you have a purr fight with Lyle live
Listen,
on the podcast?
okay, this is what really happened. I sat there, and I was just like looking at them, and they were doing it. I don't know if they actually looked at me, and I was just like... And they were just like...
He's doing the loud right now, by the way. He's having a purr fight.
Were they like slapping at you?
Mm-hmm.
Corey,
dude, I would have hit one.
No, they were slapping at each other.
Oh,
Corey, could you do to Lyle what they were doing to each other?
I swear to God, Corey, if you fucking touch me.
Lyle, you look so angry.
We had
Corey, well, what if they started progressively getting more like...
I would have laughed. It's a fucking like tail snaps
up. His eyes out.
You just like get back. Get like very territorial, walk like fucking...
So putting their asses in the air, walk circling each
other.
other.
They like walk like cavemen.
They like spray urine out of their asses.
Their anal glands let loose and they just cake the elevator in it.
They smash at the walls and run away.
Just like...
What would you do if they did that and then they got off the floor before yours, and then the next floor you went up, and then the elevator opened up and there was just like a crying custodian staring at you, and he was just like, "Why would you do this to me?" And you were like, "There were two cat people having a purr fight." And he's
Exactly.
like, "He wouldn't believe you."
What? And then they go. Oh, and you know what? And then they go back home and they both write their fucking Tumblr posts about how I was insensitive and I didn't join into the purr fight. Okay.
What about the
End
custodian though? What happens to him?
He writes a Tumblr post about how I didn't clean up and do his job, and he calls me a fucking ableist.
He doesn't
End
want
over.
you to clean up for him. He doesn't want you to shit in his elevator.
Corey, why did you shit everywhere?
not an unreasonable request.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Speaking of like shitting and ruining something,
It was the kids murr fighting. The adults murr fighting.
We knew a guy at MagFest who told me he was sitting down somewhere, and 10 guys in Bernie suits came over and started singing Smash Mouth around.
Oh yeah.
They like encircled and started singing.
dude,
Smash
how
Mouth.
nightmare!
I know.
That is
It's like Josh Shark being like,
It was all like,
somebody once told me.
the world was going to ruin me.
I would be terrified.
The morning they said she was looking kinda dumb with her feet. See, I'm like picturing the horrifying
That sounds
scenario right now.
terrifying. That's a
It sounds
horror movie.
awful.
fucking ran, dude.
I would have.
Ran.
Anyone would have.
I would bail.
Speaking of, though, shitting on things and ruining something, a certain one of my friends, I'm not gonna name names, was Tom. Anyway, he fucking came to my hotel room, and my friend had just gotten out of the bathroom, and he had to go to the bathroom. And my friend comes out of the bathroom, and he goes, "Man, you might not want to go in there. It smells terrible." And Tom goes, "It's gonna be even worse when I'm done with it." He goes into the fucking bathroom.
Is that really? I'm
It's not Tom Fulp, other Tom. Anyway, he goes in the bathroom and comes out. Next time I go to use it, the fucking toilet is horribly clogged. And now I have yet to confront him about it, but I'm wondering if he legitimately did that for the sake of the joke. Or if it was just like he was giving us a fair warning. I don't know if it was better or worse that he told us he was gonna do it like beforehand.
Nugget stuck in
Like, was that premeditation?
A fecal nugget, a large fecal
I've
nugget.
never clogged like.
Was it like premeditation, or was it like heads up, guys? Like, should I be grateful that he warned us, or should I be angry?
How
Maybe
does
it was
someone?
a joke, and then
Here's what I don't
ended up.
understand. This is always interesting to me because maybe it's because I have little quaint, dainty shits that I don't have these.
Corey, I
these
saw your
fucking.
logs.
Shut up.
You guys ever
I don't
noticed-
have.
No,
these
it's like you-
industrial logs that all you motherfuckers have.
My fucking sister has fucking rabbit shits, okay?
Yeah,
The
I
girls
these
always have fucking little
dude,
balls.
I have these little.
fall out.
I have perky
It's
shits.
true.
I have perky petite shits. Everyone else I know has fucking industrial logs.
Perky
that
shits?
clogs the toilet.
Perky.
They take like a piece of toilet paper and
You
put
take
it
a
on their
shit and it looks
fucking
excited to
football-sized
start the
mug.
day. What is a perky shit?
It's bent up. It's
Like
cheery.
like a banana?
It's smiling up at you. It's
You
got
are
the crinkles in
fucked,
its
dude.
mouth.
You gotta get a kiss on the forehead and flush it down for the day.
You're like ascribing way too many anatomical qualities
You're
to your
personifying a fucking
shits.
shit, Corey. You're personifying a turd.
You know what? The shit looks a little more glossy in the toilet. Maybe that's what I'm trying to fucking say.
Corey.
Maybe the fucking curds made a smiley face like you would do with a fucking snowman on a cold winter's day.
Why would that happen ever? Has that happened ever?
Corey, answer for
honest.
yourself.
Corey, you dug this hole.
Corey, did you put your finger and draw a smiley face in a fucking turd? Did you?
I did
And I
that
put
once.
on Raymond poop and I got a fucking 9. What'd you get? 6. Yeah, exactly. I put little googly eyes on it and made a big googly eyed potato.
That makes me sick.
Shit
Potato.
turd.
You said
Tater
your
turd.
petite shits.
Tater
Mr.
turd.
Potato Poop?
A potato poop is
Yeah.
a big one.
Have you guys ever shit in your hand and wrote your name in the snow with it?
No.
I've peed my name in the snow.
That's boring. You should shit in the
Let's
snow and write your
upgrade.
name with it.
Does it like wouldn't like if you use shit as like wouldn't it like grapple snow? Like you latch onto the snow because it's not like a
A very
snow.
funny
I would
childhood prank was shitting in your hand and rolling it into a snowball and throwing it at your face.
Have you guys ever heard of shit buttering?
No.
Yes. No.
Zach, was that a yes?
Listen, just go on.
Wait,
Okay.
before you said like a prank we used to do is we used to like
Fuck each other.
fill the snow with, like, make little ice balls inside of snow and then put snow in it, and then
That's
we
horrible.
throw it at each
It's not a
other.
prank. It's fucking
that's
malicious,
like-
dude.
Yeah.
It's like
Shit.
assault.
Okay, shit buttering is also a prank.
Is
And
it?
it's a pretty fucking malicious one. Okay, you get like a tub of like I can't believe it's not butter or something from your friend's fridge or whatever.
Oh my god.
You take a shit and you scoop out a bunch of the butter,
Oh,
and then
no,
you put the
dude.
shit in the butter, and then you put the butter back over
Dude,
it.
I've never heard of that.
That is fucked up, dude.
So,
Have
so
you
when they're
done this?
spreading butter on the
Done this? What amount of whiskey pertained to doing this?
I
reveal
plead
itself.
the fifth.
You plead the fifth?
I plead the fifth.
What does that mean?
Have you ever been
What does that
turned
mean?
buttered?
Until being proved guilty?
I refuse to answer
Have you
whether or
ever
not
been
I've done
turd
this.
buttered?
I've never been turd buttered.
Have you turd buttered?
Yeah, have you ever turned the butter?
I've done some things in my life I'm not proud of. Let me just say that.
What did your friend do when he was going to get his butter toast and he saw a big turd smiling at him?
See, that's
Yeah,
the
big
beauty of
smiling
turd
at him with a
buttering.
snowman.
You very rarely are there for the fallout. It's like a time bomb sort of gag.
I'm sure you got a phone call though when he saw a big fat fucking turd in his butter.
Well, the idea is
fat
they use the
fucking
butter.
turd.
They
Fat,
have,
juicy turd.
they have to use the butter a little bit before they get to the turd.
It's like a surprise. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So it's like something that happens a week down the line, and by then you're so far gone.
You forget about it sometimes.
Although, let's just say if hypothetically I did turd butter someone, I really hope that they wouldn't be listening to this podcast.
God.
Now I have butter in my
Tom.
fridge. now digging for questions right now, Lyle.
Wow, Jesus, dude.
What is it? What kind of butter is it?
It's-
Is it standard or I can't believe that it isn't?
It is the butter.
Is it the mandarin
It's-
butter? Or
Yeah,
the
it's
other
that big.
butter?
It's that big fucking like.
The idea of like yellow
beige.
melting butter around shit is the grossest thing. That's
It's
horrible.
really gross.
The grossest?
The
The
gross.
single?
I have a real question. Wouldn't you be like, oh hey, this smells like shit. I'm not gonna eat this.
No, because the
No,
butter's
because
blocking it.
it blocks it,
It's layered. Corey.
and also it's like cold, so you know you don't smell things unless.
I'm telling you right now, unless you're a fucking like a clay pot expert, you're not gonna be able to hide
There's
that turd.
okay. There is a. There,
And you're gonna have poop shrills all around the poop. Swirls, poop
This is
swirls.
science, Lyle. Poop
Yeah.
shrills.
Yeah,
Get it?
Bill Nye was talking about it. He was like,
Bill
Who's
Nye
like
the
poop
Poop
Look,
Guy.
there's
in the butter.
there's a
Come on.
technique. There's a technique to turd buttering.
the poop is in the butter.
I'm just saying.
Is that like the poop is in the pudding? The poop is in the butter,
The
Corey?
poop is.
that what it
Oh my god, poop puddinging would be way worse.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
'Cause they wouldn't be
diarrhea
able to
pudding.
That
know.
is so much better. Why don't you do that?
Because not many people keep
Listen.
like open pudding,
Listen. How many
open
people are
homemade
this
pudding in
horrible?
their
Listen.
fridge.
The poop is in the butter. The proof is in the pudding. It all makes sense.
There's actually a service.
Baba removed the salt from
There's
the
like a
soup.
delivery service where you can just order poop to people.
Order poop?
Yeah, you can just like
Yeah,
order poop.
elephant
I heard
shit.
that was a scam
Yeah.
though. I heard people didn't get they didn't get delivered or whatever.
Oh, really?
What if I wanted ostrich shit?
I almost feel like that can't be true.
Get an ostrich.
They make it shit.
But
What?
have you guys ever done that prank where you stretch cling film over a toilet
Yeah.
and then you shit on it
Dude,
and then you
that's
piss on it
fucked
and you
up.
wrap
You know
it
what
up
I-
into a bag and put it in someone's
know what I
bag?
did?
I thought the
Dad?
point of putting cellophane over a toilet was
No.
so that it would bounce back in.
No, you poo. You
No,
pee in
dude.
it.
When I was a kid, for
Trust me,
April
Lyle.
Fools, I
Trust
put
me.
syrup on the toilet.
Now I
with my-
don't.
For April Fools, my dad, I put syrup all over the toilet. My dad's ass got stuck and he yelled at me. That's a true story.
True?
Yeah, and another year for April Fools, I took his coffee. This is so mean. I took his coffee and opened the fridge and literally found everything, like put like relish and ketchup in there, and then put chocolate syrup back
prank
in.
is that?
So it still looked consistently like coffee, and he spat it out and screamed. Obviously, my dad was going. I was just a little dumbass. I thought it was funny.
I used to take my dad's tees and put them back on.
His golf tees.
And
And I
then
would like meticulously put them back together like a psycho and put them back in the thing. And then when he opened it and pulled the all fucking bright. Wait. And I went, ha!
And he fucking hit you.
This is what happened to me, right? You know, we watch cartoons when you're younger, and you always see that gag where people stick out their legs and trip up a guy.
Uh-oh.
My dad was walking into the room,
Oh my
and I
God.
fucking
Why
did
would
that.
you do that?
He fucking like tripped, but he didn't fall. He just like ran really fast forward into the couch and like kicked the couch really hard. And he turned around, and was like, "What the fuck?" And I was just like, "Ah!" And I was like really small. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he like grabbed me and threw me into my room. It was scary.
I tried doing
How
that.
small were you?
I was like 7.
I tried doing that with a big person once and he stepped on my fucking leg.
He killed you.
So joke's
Broke
on
it
me.
in 3 places.
He just like stepped on my fucking like right here, like I was like this and right there, and I was just like, ah, fuck.
You ever do that prank where you go behind somebody with progeria and pop their head?
Oh, God, I love that one.
that one's a classic.
Like a fucking zit!
Yeah. You ever go? You ever go?
What?
What do you call those things? They're like skins born on the outside.
Harlequin babies?
Do you ever go to a Harlequin adult and turn them inside out?
There's no such thing as a Harlequin adult.
No.
What a prank.
They don't
Yeah, you ever
live.
see a Harlequin fetus guy like in a tie at the fucking DMV typing shit on the computer with his fucking nose skin and jelly bean eyes, Corey?
They're not jelly bean eyes. You know what kind of eyes they are? They're the fucking like, they're those like diving goggles that are like red with like the black centers.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Those goggles you wear when you're
That's what they are. Harlequin babies are just wearing these things. It's all bullshit. They
ready-
have these
they're ready
fucking
to
Are you
super
saying that
goggles.
Harlequin babies
They're
are
not
conspiracies?
Harlequin people.
What if Harlequin babies were just an elaborate
Hold on.
prank by someone who has frequent abortions?
We're not talking-
They just turn their babies
not-
inside out and leave them
We're not
places for
talking-
people to discover.
We're not talking about Harlequin babies. We're talking about Harlequin people that have survived.
They don't live.
They do. Sometimes they do.
They do.
And they grow up to be like these orange weird guys.
What?
Yeah, they're
You
skinny.
guys are fucking
No,
There
dude,
was a
Harlequin
president of the
people.
U.S. who was a Harlequin baby.
Yeah, they're
Listen.
like orange. They look like
Harlequin
they look like
Latino
glazed
the fifth.
donuts.
Yeah.
Harlequin
Dude,
Latifah?
Harlequino Matino, the 50th
after a
president.
while-
They look like glazed donuts.
After
believe
a while, their eyes fucking resurface
I
and
hate
come
you
back forward.
so
Yeah.
goddamn
And then
much.
they put these.
Look it up.
You know
Glazed
those fucking
donut
diver
people.
glasses? They put those fucking on because they want to remember the good old days. So they put them on
Yeah.
with the big black centers. Because I used to have tons of like
And they
fun
scream,
colors.
"Ahee!
Yeah, Lyle.
That's language they speak.
I'm looking this up right now.
Lyle, Google doesn't know
Do it.
anything. They
I'm
don't know
looking
about
up
the series.
Harlequin syndrome
You're gonna
adult.
see a glazed donut
Yeah,
walking
see?
around, okay?
Yeah.
There you go.
Holy
It's
shit.
real.
Why did I tell you?
Harlequin
Wait,
adult.
is it actually real?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
look.
real. I was telling you.
Glazed donut.
See? They turn
Oh
back
my
and
God.
They
I told
do.
you.
They turn into a glazed donut.
I told you.
Are they all blind because their eyes pop?
They're good. They're fine.
Dude,
They like it.
I was
They always
You
like,
guys are all
they always
like-
lick their
Like
fingers
it.
and they're like, I taste so good.
You guys were like, oh, he's talking about babies. I was talking about adults.
Can we go back to what Zach said about fucking popping progerians' heads? You
back
just
to
made
the
me
real stuff.
You just made me realize that people with progeria, you know, in like Looney Tunes, when someone gets like really mad and then their head like explodes like a volcano,
You could
they look like that, like the frame before their head explodes.
Like, as it's inflating.
yeah.
Every time I see a guy with progeria, I just want to poke their head and watch it just kind of deflate a little bit or whatever.
Or jiggle and fucking bend.
I think that you guys made a really good decision by making like progerians like the bully target of this podcast because
You know what? They
It
had
was
it coming.
Zach. I
the
was part of it.
longest they can be angry at you for is like 5 or 6 years.
I gotta say, those progeria
my
guys had it coming.
Oh, but then they'll have
don't
that
have
Tumblr
enough
post
problems in
ready,
life.
and
We
that'll
need to
fucking
get
show you.
that shit
That'll
going.
last forever.
Tumblr's gonna be on you.
Dude, wow. They'll have that Tumblr post ready, but that'll last for fucking
We
ever. Their
discussed this.
accounts are gonna be up.
There is gonna be a progeria.
Let them
fucking
come.
show you.
If you're
gonna
fucking if you're seriously gonna go on the internet and be like, I'm gonna argue with this guy called Lyle McDouchebag and he's gonna know how bad of a person he is, you're a fucking idiot.
Lyle,
I know.
That's so true.
I know.
I never
gonna
thought
be-
of it like that.
there's gonna be a progeria
That's
uprising.
like going up to the people who fucking do beheading. It's like, guys, they're horrible people.
Yeah.
They behead
They
people.
beheaded a
Duh.
motherfucker. They don't care.
They're not gonna be like, oh, I'm a horrible person.
Wait a second, he's right. I didn't mean that.
They're gonna put the
I
head
just
back
wanted-
on, twist it in place, attach the nerve endings again to see if it works.
I didn't know it was gonna be a problem. I just wanted to take a head off for fun.
I wanted to see what happened. The blood came out. It was kind of like, people are throwing blood. Oh.
That's like, well, you know those guys with the spinning bow ties?